Uh, hey, yesterday was a bad day. uh, Yesterday was a bad day, man. It was just one of those discouraging, depressing, demoralizing, all the D words. And man, I was just in the grips of it. And, I mean, I can just, there's a certain litany of thoughts. It's like just felt lost, discouraged, not going anywhere, too late. My crazy ideas aren't going anywhere. Uh, and I've amounted to nothing, and it's game over, and I, these are just, I don't do spiritual work because I'm a spiritual icon, because, but because of the other side of my consciousness that's just waiting to get me and probably wants me dead, frankly, but it's in there and it'll attack. And Um, so I thought today I might talk about what I think the good news is, but I thought we might go right to the bad news first. I have a quote for you. Ready? This is a long quote, but it's part of today's message, and you can do with it what you will. But Richard Dawkins says the total amount of suffering per year in the natural world is beyond decent contemplation. During the minute it takes me to compose this sentence, thousands of animals are being eaten alive. Many others are running for their lives, whimpering with fear. Others are slowly being devoured from within by rasping parasites. Thousands of all kinds are dying of starvation, thirst, and disease. It must be so. If there ever is a time of plenty, this very fact will automatically lead to an increase in the population until the natural state of starvation and misery is restored, until the natural state of starvation and misery is restored. In a universe of electrons and selfish genes, blind physical forces, and genetic replication, some people are going to get hurt. Others are going to get lucky, not me. And you won't find any rhyme or reason in it, nor any justice. The universe that we observe has precisely the properties we should expect if there is, at bottom, no design, no purpose, no evil, no good, nothing but pitiless indifference. From a great scientific mind, clearly regarded as uh, one of the two or three preeminent biologists of the last 50 years, and a man who holds sway in a good deal of modern thinking and he's influenced a lot of minds. And to some degree, my mind can be influenced in that direction. I didn't get lucky. Uh, um, let's see, what is it? That one great line, you won't find any rhyme or reason, nor any justice. That's what my life feels like sometimes. And what I remember then is that just to keep going and to act as if the love and the power of God are true. And even though I'm not feeling it in the moment, it doesn't mean that the love and the power of God are gone. It just means that something inside of me has a storm of doubt and discouragement has arisen inside of me. So all there is to do is just to keep going. When you're driving through hell, don't park. And so I've always had a saying for myself, and I said it many times yesterday to myself. I said to myself, I surrender every day, but I never give up. It's a wild paradox. My life is a complete, absolute surrender to a power greater than myself, and I never give up. I'm tenacious. I will keep going. And I've had to because there's thinking like that. Now, anybody can think that way, and perhaps the larger mass of scientific mind thinks in that fashion. That's Darwinism. That's survival of the fittest. But it's not good news, in my opinion. To me, that's the worst possible news. So just for fun today, when we turned on, a little bit of news squirted out of somebody's speaker, but The good news is, the gospel is that underneath it all is not blind, pitiless indifference. Underneath it all is the pure and perfect love of God, of which we're eternally a part and which will unfold forever for each and every one of us. But it's touch and go for a while, isn't it? And on those tough days, we could fall into that, and there's no end to that bottom, but there's no end to the upward spiral we can engage in if we keep going. Anyway, that's the message. Feeling a little better today. Have a beautiful day. Much love. I'll see you.